Alright, so welcome to this channel's first reading. This channel's messages for Capricorn, and I'll be using a couple different decks, and this first one is going to have cards and phrases, but we'll incorporate some Taylor Swift lyrics as well. So let's see. Queen of Cups in reverse jumps right out. Oh, with the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so and each of these has a message for you. So I'm going to have to turn it upside down to read. Let's see. So this King of Cups is saying, and how this, let's see. You may, and this is again going to be masculine or feminine. The standard, tarot rules apply as per this channel. So whichever one is resonating is your position. You might be the masculine, might be the feminine, king or the queen. But let's see here. I feel grounded in emotions that I want to hold you. I'm not letting other things or people bring us down. I'm here for you. And then the feminine side, the Queen of Cups in reverse. I'm amazed how well you understand my feelings without me saying a thing. Your heart is so warm that it melted mine. So again, these are in the reverse though. So let's see. So yeah, this king is not grounded in emotions, and so and yeah, it could be just other circumstances or an issue here, and it's and so circumstances do have you down right here, basically. So there's an emotional issues, but it's like it's the storm around you all. We're not like there's not projection. So there's a lack of projection, but it is causing a lack of grounding at the same time. Whereas this Queen of Cups, the feminine side, is actually struggling with understanding. And if not there, and they're not feeling understood, as it were. So maybe there's just kind of an issue. Yeah, understanding your perspective. They don't. I feel like they recognize that they don't have all the information, but it's a lot. Let's see here. There's some clarifiers here on this King of Cups here. Trash. So trash is like this card talks about like screenshot proof here. Things may be worse than I thought here. The lack of grounding has them impulsive. They might be like, I'm going to delete you out my phone, this kind of thing here. If they take it as a resonance, they take confirmation. It may not be your situation, or maybe this is you. But, yeah, this is just like, people are interfering with connections. And I've seen a lot of that this year, and I don't know what. People figured out stuff with the Catholic records, and they just went crazy on this timeline. The meddling to the next degree, right? Let's get something for this trash. I'm going to use this clarifying love situations here. Clarify trash. Missed chances. So there's some cherishing, and it's reflection. This is the period of reflection. And that reflecting of like, I think it's the contrast. I'm just seeing like, there's the screenshots, but they will not throw them out because like what they're seeing now is not the screenshots. And it's like, will they ever feel this again? What was the point of all of this? What went wrong? I mean, yeah, this is a lack of, this is just like whatever safeguards were in place, like keep the emotions like restrained, or maybe they struggle with that. This person is moody, very sensitive and rash, And it's the kind of thing, it's like they delete the screenshots and they take it to the Apple store. Can you bring these, restore, can you restore these back? You know, and I think it's like the sweet text messages. It's it might be voice memos, messages, whatever it is, you know, that kind of thing. But they're cherishing their moments together is the sense I'm getting. Though this is talking about like more of a present tense kind of thing. The way I'm reading the card, yeah, is that. So let's see. Yeah, there's a storm. Okay, we're going to go back. I'm going to add in the Taylor Swift lyrics here to still tweaking my algorithm for this. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to get something for the Queen of Cups now. Signs in the reverse. And this is songs and spiritual. I think that like they have a lot of songs that they like associate with you. Maybe you guys do playlists for each other or that kind of thing. But like they're transitioning into the mad songs. They've gone from the love songs to the heartbreak songs to the mad ones, and maybe that's why I felt like we should have some Taylor Swift here, some tortured poets. I think there's a tortured poet involved here, but they, you know, their poetry is kind of the, yeah, that kind of thing. So it is the angry. That's what I'm looking for. Angry poetry. So let's see. Let's go to Queen of Cups. Let me get something on Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is that feminine posture, or divine feminine. They're just like, again, being misunderstood. So, and both sides there's misunderstanding, but we've got Seven of Swords in reverse, and it's like you think that they're lying, okay, try again. Depending on who you are, but we'll just say that we're assuming you're the Queen of Cups here, so they think you're lying or deceptive or whatever, but you're not. Like it's this is again part of the misunderstanding. So I think that's what the thing is like whatever, like however you're being painted externally or whatever, like that's not you, but that is what has happened here. Yeah. So. But Daddy, I'm love for the King of Cups here. Going back to the masculine posture is like, I'll tell you something about my good name. It's mine alone to disgrace, right? The part of that I'm getting is that like, it's that like there's a disgrace around the name, and that's just either some campaign or not understanding perspective or a concept, you know, or a context, that kind of thing. The judgment has been passed, and yeah. There's also an element of control too, of like, if people are like, well, don't do that because that's not the, you know, the chart I quoted, you know, the course I charted for you, there too. So I think whatever they did was maybe their own path or whatever, but like it's being like completely misunderstood, and you know, and the chosen path is often riddled with smear campaign and misunderstanding. But then like, yeah. This Queen of Cups too is like, there's the Clara Bow, beauty is a beast that roars down on all fours, demanding more. And again, Beauty and the Beast is like, this is kind of a reference to anti-hero, which is a, you know, the beast is angry because you've been around wolves and things like that, but like surviving that and making it past that storm, you know, credit to Draconic Priestess on that, is like you get the prince at the end, right? But whatever, yeah, there's this like, you know, the lack of understanding, not understanding the beast, misunderstanding the beast, you know, not understanding the whatever it is. Maybe there's a, you know, it's almost like a picture of like, there's fighting, and like narcissistic abuse, and like the narcissist like keeps pushing buttons and creating these like no-win scenarios, to get the person to snap. And then as soon as like you finally like set a boundary, and it took like all this like the floodgates open up, of like asserting yourself, and then that's like, then they go live on Instagram or something with it, or that's what they fuels the spirit campaign or something like that. Not, and then all their stuff, it's like it's the setup. I mean, there's just so many. You got to know who's around you and who to trust, and that's the lesson, right? 6 of Cups in reverse. I like Cups here. So despite it all, I cherish the times together. I'm thinking of new ways. Oh, Queen is about to walk away, and it's not even at the playlist, because it's like, if you don't have the intuition to know my heart or whatever, it's like you're looking for a reason, or like but like I think the King is too scared to ask, like, for their side of the story. But it's like they'll stay out of it, but they'll also listen to it, but they won't get involved. But then that means they won't like ask somebody for their side. It's just like there's over spiritualizing, like what's meant for me will find me, or kind of like that. But like sometimes you do have to like ask someone for their side of the story. Like that's just some of that, like what's meant for me will find me. It can be used to justify like the universe is, you better call somebody. You know what I mean? It's like, it's sanctified laziness or something, or it's just like, whatever it is, the vulnerability, the insecurity, not wanting mess, but then like, but you'll listen to all your friends who will talk shit all day long, but you won't call the person for their side, kind of thing. And that's just because it's spiritualized, but it's like, I don't know, whatever it is, boys lie kind of thing. Girls don't, right? But you're, that's the thing, is like this person isn't even listening to songs, right? Because they know if they did, it would awaken that telepathic bond, the inspiration, all of that would come back, right? Wow. Yeah, because this Queen is like, a 6 of Cups is like the opposite of nostalgia. It's the opposite of watching American Pie on a Saturday night. There it is. I had to get that in there. Yeah. We can do 7 swords in reverse. Yeah. All right, let's see. Whispering ancestors. Let's get something for this King of Cups here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So that's, thank you, Amy. It's a legacy that can't be undone. And I think this might be into like the, with the chosen element, we're talking about Jacob and Esau and this inheritance and that situation. And however this King of Cups was involved, maybe they were waiting, and things aren't just like happening the way that they thought they would. There were some struggles, and there's miscommunication. That lyric before is like, I wrote 1,000 songs. 1,000 songs you'd find uncool. And so it's like, I think the listeners are qualifying themselves as if like they, I don't know. I mean, the King of Cups is, it's wanting to be the Emperor. It's like thinking it has to try harder. It goes back to that, just like not knowing who you are kind of thing. Not knowing, you're on the path. going to be great one day or whatever. Like maybe you're not there yet, but seeing that potential, because it's like it's so close. And then if you've got all of these judging naysayers framing a narrative, and I mean, there isn't like a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing there, but it is sort of, it's the townspeople, like, you know, Belle's hearing about the beast kind of thing. But it's like, if you don't want me at my beast, get me at the prince kind of thing. But it's the Queen of Cups instead, so it's like, I don't know. Belle is the covert narcissist, like some kind of congressman, right? So these two popped out. Let's see what we got here. 6 of Wands in reverse, and the 4 of Wands. Yeah. So this is that they shake their head saying, God help her, kind of thing. Yeah, it's more townspeople. There's no recognition. They're not seeing the merit, it's the potential of this Queen of Cups here, Divine Feminine. So, yeah. Two wands pop out like that. It's interesting. Whereas like this 4 of Wands, yeah, is that dancing in my dress in the sun. So it's coming. The celebration for this queen is coming. And if this king thinks they feel bad now, when they come into theirs, that regret is going to get worse. So that king needs to act now and get right. I don't know. And again, I feel like there is something with the ancestors keeping like them apart a little bit too. Like this King of Cups might have some like shadow work or some like, there's some codependency and just like emotional bypassing that's happening. It is like that self-fulfilling prophecy, that unwillingness to take action kind of thing. I mean, it is like they take action, but it's like when they're manipulating or something like this, like I'm getting like behind the scenes so that they can appear to be taking no action, right? That's very mastermind of them. We got the Devil in reverse. It's hard for me to face my pain, so I indulge in short-term pleasure and substances. So they're trying to like break some addiction. I think they got so depressed that like they might have got into some bad habits kind of thing. And that's like, yeah, where the townspeople have the narrative. And Romeo is, and Juliet is, drinking that poison, basically. I don't know if I have a lyric for the Devil yet. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, it's the which one? It's the who's afraid of little old me kind of thing. It's that statues crumble or made to wait. So the waiting, there was no patience. It's a prophecy, right? So they're like, ooh, this is giving like Akashic Records or something. Like, I think they maybe were waiting on the prophecy, or if there was a destiny swap, like the Fortnite video where like Taylor takes on Post Malone's karmic debt, and then he's left with her, zero karma, right? karma was, well, not her boyfriend, but her boyfriend got her karma kind of thing. And now she looks unstable, and she's got, just joined this coven. Like she sees the prophecy, and maybe even that's how they got her involved in the prophecy, is like the coven, the townspeople got Belle to be like, I mean, it's like the Belle becomes the beast in this situation or something, or tried to manipulate it somehow, and maybe that's that like smear campaign that they used to get Belle to like buy into it, kind of thing, to manipulate the prophecy. They preyed on her just like impatience and impulsivity, and she didn't see her soulmate through. And now she's beginning to look unstable, like Halloween at the Moon. A greater woman stays cool than an empress would have stayed cool, kind of thing. But the last drops of an ink pen, I mean, because it is that ink on Beau's face, that's like, wow. It's like they tried to like make somebody else, maybe Gaston became the beast or something. Or I don't know how this is working exactly. The destiny swapping is hot here, and it's that lack of faith. It's almost like there was a prophecy, like the beast is like, no, I'm gonna be a prince. Like, you just gotta wait it out. Like, there's a whole thing. I can't tell you. I'm not allowed to tell you. You gotta figure this out. And instead of like using her intuition, because like King of Cups, in reverse, emotions were preyed on by the coven. Oh, damn. It's tragic. This is tragedy. This is Romeo and Juliet. Like, and so she can't change the prophecy. And the chosen one is like about to become a full prince, and and Belle's not gonna be there because they tried to redo the prophecy. They literally tried to like Akashic Records destiny swap, so that like Belle becomes the princess without the prince. Covert narcissism disguised as altruism, communal narcissism, actually. She thought she caught lightning in a bottle, she thought she just like little Belle in her books, these are sorcery books. And that all of these curses. And so she's hearing the rumors of like, I hear you're still a beast, like, come on. And Beast is like, there was a curse, like, this is hard, like, I don't understand. She's breaking these generational curses, right? It requires true love kiss. And then like you mess with Belle, you mess with like, Belle's replacement, like, y'all just attacking anybody who's like, wait a minute, hey, who just came out of Belle, of the Beast's palace there? Chip is crying, the clock's mad. It's a whole thing. Because they knew the whole time that she was on to something. That this masculine was on to something. And I'm saying masculine, but it's balance. It is, this whole thing has been reversed. The destinies, the genders, it's all swapped. And I think past lives, there was, each of these was a reverse or whatever. Because that's why this King of Cups is like this aggressive woman, and the Beast is like, anger issues, whatever, but it's like part of the curse, like really, but actually the Beast is like really chill, and it sets the whole Cassandra. We're in Cassandra now, and it's like their whole life is in flames now, and whatever was going on, whatever they did with these witches, shouldn't have been done to the Beast, because the Beast was a chosen one the whole time or whatever. I don't know, and that's like, if they're an Earth Angel, it's like an automatic backfire or whatever. I mean, whatever the sorcerer said was wrong, and probably all the readings were wrong, because like when someone starts messing with the Akashic records of different people, it can actually like affect I mean, it's a whole, like, it spirals out of control, because then, like, you can get false readings from that. Or if someone's just not skilled enough to navigate, like, the little fake things that are implanted or whatever, or just like it causes a lot of confusion, illusions. It's like that can be created, and I think this witch was working in overtime for that. Bloodsick, but nothing like a payroll. There's betrayal here for the money, the pure greed, the family, and the Christian chorus line. Those who are like the pious around there are just like, they can't say shit to them, really. I mean, it's like, half this stuff is like hidden, or, it's not illegal, but the spiritual law is the thing. So all these, the karma swapping, and this is where it really becomes a tragedy. I mean, talking about lives are being set in flames here. And they killed Cassandra first because she tried to tell the town. And this is just like, this is why they do family, is because, like, the family doesn't talk to the whatever they're not supposed to talk to. But Cassandra was going to, but they tried to. They filled the cell with snakes and said, "Do you believe me now?" Let's give in mafia. Let's give in Masons or covens or both, or, and then they're talking about burn the witch, burn the bitch, or something like that. Like, this is like, yeah. Somebody's story here, and there's like 7. And it's that last track, Peter. We got the 3 of Wands. I don't even know who that's for. Let's see. It's just, yeah, it's definitely, I mean, obviously it's the Queen of Cups, because she's about to be Empress. Like, and I think that's the progression that's taking so long because of the Akashic record stuff, because of the illusions, because of tempering, because of, like, they're still in this, like, 40 Days of Christ temptation situation, and they're not always winning. And this is like the alchemy, cut them for the team. This the clowns get the crown because I'm the one to beat. Like, she's saying, like, I'm the, what are you doing? Like, you're with the devil and the partying and the drinking. Like, just, you need to do some shadow work and heal the inner child. You need to get out of manipulation and just, like, stop attaching to the outcome and all the self-protective stuff to keep yourself from being vulnerable and controlling everybody. That's their lesson to learn, and I don't know if they're going to learn it in this lifetime. But they got to actually just, like, be vulnerable, stop fucking people over, get rid of all their third parties and all their little tricks that they think nobody knows. The triangulation, the hot and cold, spell work. It's not going to work on this Empress. Baby, I'm the one to beat. Ditch the clowns, get the crown. That's the message. It's like, ditch the clowns, get the crown. Call the amateurs, cut them from the team, because the Empress is about to touch down. I don't know if, I want to believe this can happen, but this person is facing so much karma. It is kind of like confirmation. There's a plane touching down. There's an airport over there, but I don't hear them all the time. But it would come down during the alchemy. It's for somebody. So how's this gonna work? Well, these cards are, this particular deck, it's just like, I vibe with it so hard. How do I put some bottom? Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, that Queen of Wands in reverse, it needs to, the King of Cups is like got almost into that energy somehow. I don't know if there's like a poly thing or something. We got the Magician in reverse. I don't think I went too fast. I didn't even ask my question. But it was going to be like, oh, because we're not done talking about the devil. Because this is like, you turned me into an idea of sorts. You needed me, but you needed drugs more. There was so much potential with this King of Cups. And like, but like, this is like the Montagues and the Capulets, but like, they're like trying to keep them not only apart, but stuck. And in that like Queen of Wands energy, basically. Because they know like, yeah, this partnership happens. How are they going to fight the alchemy? Kind of thing. So they fought the alchemy, and they changed the prophecy, but I think it's just for the jury's out. Okay. I mean, this Queen of Cups is clearly in the lead and is about to touch down. They might just stay down bad. King of Cups in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. What's going to happen for this King of Cups? We got the Four of Cups in reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse. Damn. Their Monday mornings are stuck in an endless February. Every day is Groundhog Day. They get up, they party, they crash. The miracle move on drug was just like effects are temporary, right? And it's just like the stuff that makes you forget, right? That's that Four of Cups. But wait, it's in reverse though, so it's still though like they're going to the secret gardens in their mind. They hated it there, but they are. That's hated. It's past tense. They're coming out of the apathy. Oh, wait, this is better than I thought, right? Yeah. They are down bad crying at the gym, but they are. There's something about they hated it here, so they're going secret garden. So maybe they're like doing mental reflection, with the angry songs, which might be shadow work, instead of the like escapism and partying or whatever the escape is. I mean, there's some hope here. I don't want them to lose their spot, I guess. But yeah, this is a slow awakening. I mean, they're stepping out of apathy. I mean, this could have been worse. I think this is a really good sign. Yeah, the secret gardens of the mind, and I feel like also too, like we're talking about like weeding the gardens of the heart, pulling out the roots of bitterness, the shadow work, taking out the weeds that are hindering growth, the thorny patches, all these places where it's rooted in distrust, and you can't trust. The only thing you can trust is yourself and your own manipulations, and then you're just like the brilliance, was channeled in the wrong direction, manipulating outcomes. So let's see. I almost want to be like to the Queen of Cups, like, how did you do it? Right? Let's see. Maybe that can help. We got the Three of Swords in reverse. I think maybe that can help the King of Cups here. And so, and I mean, this feels like they were able to heal their heart, right? Broken heart in reverse. But I can't forget the way you made me heal. So they healed the aching wounds of their heart with this Three of Swords in reverse. And that's, I think, what the King of Cups needs to do here. And Ancestor, Spirit, God, Holy Spirit, do you feel like that's going to happen here for the King of Cups? We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And this is like a statement card. I feel so rich for knowing true love. I see how easy it is to create wealth when you know someone like you to love. But that's in the reverse. So this is not easy. It was not easy. And this is back at, more of that, just like I took the miracle move on drug, effects were temporary. They got this card twice. Damn. I want to see if the first time was it right side upright. Yeah, the miracle move on kind of correlates with a couple of cards here. They got both those cards, and then they also got the legacy card of Ace of Pentacles upright. So they were, so that's what they wanted at the beginning. They were oh shit. Yeah. I don't. They've got to stay away from these miracle move on drugs. So, I think that's what the ancestors are saying. Are they going to get it together? Yeah. You want to celebrate, with the queen. Not every day, just for fun, to escape. Damn, get the Five of Pentacles. I'm lonely, but I'm good. I'm bitter, but I swear I'm fine. I'll save all my romanticism for my inner life, and I'll get lost on purpose. This place made me feel worthless. It's the house. They got to learn that lesson and thrive in the darkness and then get out of there. They're getting lost on purpose. They're trying to get into an illusion. They are, that's the miracle move on drugs, right? Lonely but good. And it's the place. They're still in an environment that's still I feel like they're in it, what if you'll be an angel, all mine, come close, I'll show you heaven. They are an angel. They're both angels, but this one's fallen because of where they are. City of the Fallen Angels, or that Quarter Spark. Lonely, but I'm good. That's Five of Pentacles. They're romanticizing. They're listening to those songs, and getting lost, and it's just a defeatism. Right. So it's just positive thinking and mind over matter. Yeah. So that's easy to say from the Ivory Tower or whatever. But in a sense, you got to get out of those sad songs, that sad song mentality, and start manifesting that. And and they need a power higher to themselves. There's a path of recovery. They want to get this good karma. Because they're about to need it. Is it too late? I think everybody's story is kind of different here. For some of them, I think what they did, it might be, but I think there's some that's there's that spark of hope, and that they're gonna make some amends, get into recovery, do some coda, keep their side of the street clean, right? That's coda. It's a coda phrase. And Taylor knows what's up with recovery. It's an anonymous program. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe. An Ace of Wands in reverse. There's more than one addiction here. I'm gonna leave it at that. What does Mother say about this Ace of Wands in reversed? Oh shit. Yeah, it's what if I roll the stone away? They're gonna crucify me anyway. It's what if I do get out of this house? So if I do the work, I get it myself, I heal, I stop, I get out of manipulation, I start to trust the spirit, I start to manifest, I start to do the shadow work and heal my inner child. If I roll the stone away, which is a biblical, so she's been crucified and buried, and it's I could, it's Buffy season 6 or something. Like, what if I roll the stone away? They're going to crucify me anyway. They're just going to, it's that, again, that's that, she's manifesting crucifixion because she's coming out resurrected with that mindset of like, you're just going to crucify me. With that kind of thinking, you're going to attract that outcome, but like you better timeline jump. It literally says here, a spark dimmed. I'm like, there's a spark. And the card's like, a spark dimmed before it could ignite. And don't let that be your lesson, King of Cups reverse. Don't let that be your lesson that like when there's a spark, you better like focus on it and feed it. Whatever your methodology is, coda, scripture, let that scripture be the fire that keeps your heart alive, by the worship songs or getting those recovery, make your amends, do both of those. I'm not projecting me onto you, but I think that's what worked for the Queen of Cups. Is it popping out of here? Did I say Queen of Cups? Why every one of these in reverse? I think because it's reverse for the King of Cups and like upright for like the Eight of Cups each time. It's like reverse. I didn't follow my own inner guidance, and as Eight of Swords, I feel stuck in the mud. It's hard to see a way out when everyone says this is normal, right? And it's like, in the reverse, that's like touching down, when the plane touched down to cut the roster, like, and it's like crashing into him tonight. He's a paradox. I'm also getting Seven of Swords. Like, I was saying I was gentle till the circus life made me mean. That's more of that beast energy, by the way. But not crashing into him tonight. He's a paradox. The circus life. Circus kids. And then the upright. This cage was once just fine. Am I allowed to cry? And it's like, okay, so it's like, am I allowed to cry? And it's like, the Queen of Cups is, the Empress is about to touch down. Like, you can stay in the pity party. Maybe there'll be another Empress for you. This was a soulmate thing or whatever. This was just like, yeah. But for some, I don't want to give somebody false hope, okay? But I almost think like if you could just try to do it, and if you can find that spark, and you know what I mean? Don't let your fear. So your greatest fear is fear itself. Your greatest weapon, your greatest cage. All the cages were just mental. This cage was just fine. The Eight of Swords, isolation, self-imposed restriction. This is a self-imposed restriction, actually. Because I said it was upright for this King reverse. So it's like going back to that, like you're manifesting that bad mentality. And are you allowed to cry? Absolutely allowed to cry, because that is part of the healing process. Crying is great. But don't be trying to buy pills from friends of mine, because first of all, they're going to ghost you, so you know what it feels like. But also, and maybe that's, you got to hit that bottom, but it's like in that place of crying. But then like let your crying be like reparenting the inner child that is crying, and that healing that happens there will let you trust again and stop manipulating. And then the ancestors will even let you get through to the Empress, like, which I feel like they're not now, because this bag comes in, and all your old ways come in. That first fight you get, and I feel like, what's this song, Free? We're trying to throw the Empress off the boat and take the bag. First of all, I think the Empress has proved that like they're protected. So like, yeah, it's this energy that like does not want to submit. It does want a destiny swap. It doesn't want the king. It wants the crown. And if that's where you at, I think that's why you might have to just stay in the cage. That's that Jezebel spirit. That's like Halsey, I don't want love, I just want power kind of thing. It's that energy. And the ancestors are not letting that near the king. This is like, this isn't just King Ahab, this is Elijah over here. Damn. 3 of Swords. My heart was already broken when we met. So every small gesture from you can trigger pain that feels 10 times worse than normal. That's the whole thing, is because of the beast. The beast has had to be the wolf, because of the that was part of the thing, the Capulet strategy. Because they're like time jumping and doing shit too. Like there's a whole lot of wizardry over here, and so they're like, well, we're not just gonna get them in like wand and like energy. We're gonna get them in like anger. Like it's giving like narcissistic abuse, like that like reactive rage or whatever. But it's like, and so there's triggers. There were triggers on the Queen of Cups, and there were triggers on the King of Cups. And when Romeo and Juliet got together, they fought each other because of just like insecurities, and like the Queen of Cups was like manipulated, and then that could, but like the King of Cups manipulates to feel safe and doesn't have the empathy to see that like it's not going to work on this one. Like some are things you just can't like manipulate. I built a legacy you can't undo. Yeah. Okay, I want more for this Queen of Cups. And well, we gotta look up what does Taylor say on 3 of Swords? Like this, like TTPD is written for this like Truman Show Destiny Swap situation. And TTPD's title song is like the smear campaign poly thing. I mean, and it's, I don't know, it's all the things. He said he'd love me all his life, but that life was too short. Breaking down, I hit the floor. All of the pieces of me shattered as the crowd was chanting more. Damn. 3 of Swords. If you're interested in these cards and would participate in a GoFundMe to get you these, they would look like these already have, you know, like it's almost like lyrics of like each card, but then like we're channeling TTPD via that thing, and what I put together here. So, and like we make it like look good too, like artwork and whatnot. And if you want to help with that artwork, also comment. But I mean, I think there's a couple people, so it would be like a vote or something. But I would be happy just to see it. You know, just your style or your work or portfolio or something. Anyway, so these things go together, right? So the reason the King of Cups manipulates is emotional protection, because they have the empathic, they feel stuff so hard. And so they're so emotionally sensitive, and yet they get fucked over twice as much as often because they never are emotionally vulnerable in the first place. So it's almost, it seems like they don't have feelings, or there's like a delayed reaction to them. So Beast is like matching the energy sometimes to protect his thing, because he's also a little empathic and has this curse and whatever. Doesn't know how powerful his words are, because everybody's convinced him that he has no power because they've taken it. That's why he lives with the wolves. They convinced him he was a wolf, and it's just a Jungle Book. Like, he had been growing up with wolves thinking like, wait, am I not one? What the hell? And like, yeah, well, she won't love him if he's a wolf. Damn. And in my mind, they sink into the swamp. He's in the swamp. He's in a wolf. Now I just want more of the Queen of Cups to even it out. You can't make this up. 3 of Pentacles. I want to include you in my project. But you have declined. Alright. I will honor system. If you know what lyric is coming, post it. Should I not do it? Should I not say what it is? And I'm like, you can just read it in the comments. TTPD. No Google. What do I have there? That's like the same energy of 3 of Pentacles. I wanted to include you in my projects. Damn, look at this whole thing. All right, this is like, I want to collaborate with you in a financial way. I want to collaborate, this is like Empress, Emperor energy. I can see us as a power couple. This Empress is like, I mean, what more can I say? It's Jay-Z, right? It is like the Black Album. Like they are encore. They are about to like drop the mic. That very message of codependency that was like Destiny swapped to like get it right this time was still like it's almost, for some of you, it's like the King of Cups was the messenger of healing, and it's like the Queen of Cups like learned that and implemented it, and it was like this concept of like being able to outsource the healing. Like, I will just teach everybody else how to do it and then not have to do it, and then Destiny swap my way into it. Like it's like, oh yeah, okay, you're a prince now. Well, here's your princess. But it's like, damn. But I almost feel like the Capulets were like just way harder than the Montagues in a way to deal with. I'm not trying to justify inaction, because like if you're on the side that got that spark, like just feed that fire. Like, you are so close. Like, seriously, don't start shooting heroin at the finish line, please. Your spirit guides are like, for the love of God, man. Energy's something. Okay. I mean, we're just gonna keep, as long as like these, yeah, I want to talk. I mean, it's like this whole album is like something here. What's the seven of Pentacles? 7? Song 7? 7 bars of chocolate? So this is like, you cannot, I mean, you can't make this up. It's the same energy as that 3 of Pentacles, which is kind of, it's the same song. So I will now accept either of these, but I can't say it now because it'll give away the other one. That, like, you'll have to go to the comments to get, or let's see who posts it first. And it is TTPD, but I would welcome some others, other albums, Taylor, or some, I mean, other songs in general. You really want brownie points? Maybe some Joni Mitchell or something. I mean, not the meat Taylor though. We got the 9 of Swords in reverse. I will never lose my baby again. I mean, for some of you, it's going to work out. Like, it's building on the cards I'm not saying. Like, it's... My friends tried, but I wouldn't hear it. Wow. Fresh out the slammer, right? I mean, fresh out the slammer, right? So, I mean, the Queen of Cups, the plane is landing. They're out of the cat. Damn, they got to get out. We need a GoFundMe for like this Capulet or for this Montague situation, because they're like, if I can just get out of here, yeah, but anyway, this is what, for those of you that the plane is landing and you're like, I'm fresh out the slammer, I'm about to like take the crown, the spell is broken. I will never lose my baby again. Once I've found you, I'm not going to let you go. My friends tried, I wanted to hear it. Like I didn't buy into the smear campaign. I believe that you are, that you were just misled, and that you are going to do your work, and you are not going to just like throw me off a boat and steal my money like the first chance you get. Like, or it's like, well, you can try, but like my ancestors will just like, it'll just end badly for you, and it'll be sad, and then I will like jump in after you and save you. Damn. What happened? Oh, we have the clap back. Did I go too hard on that? Because this King of Cups is like, what happens if it becomes who you are? I'm also hearing like me and my ghost had a hell of a time. Like, hopefully they're not still having a hell of a time, because like it's time to get your shit together. They killed Cassandra first because she feared the worst and she tried to tell the town. Damn, they killed Cassandra first. What happens becomes who you are. So there was like a beast thing with the King of Cups too with some of you, and like that whole this smear campaign, reverse smear campaign. Damn, it's like Harry and the Hendersons, where somebody on either side, and it might have just been a financial thing or whatever it is, but they had to like tell the Queen of Cups to go away for their own good, to do their own healing. Because their message was to break codependency, because they did have to both break the generational curses before they could get to the prince and the princess, like whatever it is, so they get take their crown and receive their back. And so, which is like enough for them to get out, to be able to afford to get out. And my heart was already broken when they were met. It started to become who they are. So whatever the Harry and the Henderson thing was, like, go away, you don't belong with us kind of thing, like they didn't know it was Harry and the Hendersons. And for some of you, there was an ancestor thing that like they body jump, or like, and like they like reversed it. And like they were like, I know I was wrong to say, like I was doing Harry and Hendersons, like what, you aren't that, right? But they killed Cassandra first because they tried to tell the town. This is like emotionally hard right now. Oh my God. Because it became who she was. I think that's like the timeline where they didn't, like whatever it is, like the ancestors or whoever, like did not intervene, and they tried to tell the town. There's something about like trying to tell the town before they get the bag or whatever, and just are able to like make the queen break or something. And they were in a low vibration or something. There was something. I think that is the destiny swapping that maybe like lost the. They didn't like come clean about it or like try to fix it or something, or like it got too far. It went to the point of something. The ancestors didn't bail them out. I'm hearing that Valorous actually, like the love of money. Root of all evil. They got in the swamp and they couldn't get out, I think. I don't know. There's a really important movie, Vanilla Sky, where he's still stuck in the Capulet house and the Matrix, and she tells him every passing moment is another chance to turn it all around, right? And if that isn't like the most important thing ever, you know what I mean? That message in and of itself is a spark. But you got to make amends. You got to make things right. You got to fight that fear. I mean, just like realize these are all, lateralists. Like all of this pain is an illusion. Every day is a new set of illusions. This is just, you're in the wilderness overcoming illusions. Like don't detach from outcome, don't take it too seriously. It's a simulation. Like some of you, that was the message too, of like they went back and said that, like, remember, like, it's just illusions, it's just simulations, it's either just tests and trials that you're overcoming. What all your fear is, like, yeah, you're cooperating with them by being in fear. Just go out and like walk on the water and like, just, you know, David Goliath, do something silly that your spirit's telling you to do. Pull the slingshot back, you know, draw a door portal like Beetlejuice, you know, around a door frame and walk through it, and then either, you know, whatever it is from there, close it behind you or leave it open, or yeah. Throw the message in the bottle, whatever it is, but the spirit guides will honor the intention kind of thing and back you up. Like, you've got to find out how just backed up you really are with your intentions. Like, you know, this Nine of Wands is like, I want to make this a comment one too, but first later comment it. I'll give you a minute, but I am going to say it though. Each time I think we're finally safe. I think we're alone now. Each time I think we're finally safe, another wound of mine has resurfaced, and I retreat until I feel it won't hurt anymore. Another wound of mine has resurfaced. This is King of Cups. It's like, man, they went hard on the chaos. Like, it's not fair, I think. This King of Cups. I mean, I don't know. Everybody's perspective is different. And I think there's just that resistance to the lessons. It could just be that there's more soul, you know, reincarnation lessons on one side, kind of thing. So they've, like, from a soul perspective and lifetime thing, they've both paid their dues, but like to catch up, like this King of Cups, like signed up for this like loss of them. And so each time the healing process is so severe because the past wounding, and it's like just being born with this like emotional vulnerability, that compensates with manipulation. Honestly, I mean, this could be more manipulation, like from that person who's like learned to manipulate their ways out of healing. But like, I'm here saying, like, I know like you can manipulate your way out of this, but it really is a stuff like that with a movie like Blow or something. He tries to do the one last deal, and that's the one that gets him. Like, I think you're, like, I don't know. But it's that what the father is saying is like, hey, you were brilliant, but you would have at this, but you would have been brilliant at anything, like. Because it is like, all right, I'm going to say it now. Like, I'm a real tough kid. I can handle my shit. They said, babe, you got to fake it till you make it. And I did. And they're still faking it. Right? Because they were a real tough kid. Because it's all coming together. Because they were a real tough kid. Because the whole time, that's what made them tough. Was like, they can handle their stuff. But they did it with sorcery. You know what I mean? They did it with like a little Wicca here, a little, you know, manipulation, you know, a little triangulation, just like their leadership gift was, you know, like that movie Blow, whatever. Like it was like this generational, just like, I can, Shawshank, I'm a man who can get things or whatever. Like they hook up people, like they got hooked up. Like it is like that manipulation thing that's a generation. It's a generational curse, like it was in the MN, but it went south in a couple of generations, and so they're still trying to fake it, and it's like, fake it till you make it, and that's the destiny swap energy of like, and I'm just going to show up and make it, all right? But like, this is 2024, and like the judgment is coming on that, and so you actually have to make it. Damn. So they'll probably, like, it might be the next lifetime that they'll just like, the higher self is going to retain all of this, you know, and so it's like, and the next time, like for some they'll get it, because it's like, in the lights, camera, you know, bitch, smile, even when you want to die. And so, it's the answer. So it's like, each time I think we are finally safe and another wound of mine is resurfaced, and I retreat until I feel it won't hurt anymore. It won't hurt anymore. But they retreat. But this is saying like, you don't have the time to retreat. And so it's like, you gotta fake it till you make it, and the kind of like, even when you want to die, you still got to go out there and put on the Eras Tour performance. It's a spy movie, or a TV show, Alias, Jennifer Gardner. She can compartmentalize her emotions, because it's don't come from my job, right? Is the last, she says that right at the end of that, and it's like, because I don't know who tried to destiny swap her. Maybe it was Carly Kloss, but was that the down bad alien that like was the cowboy like me energy that like tried to, like, they were started to manipulate a manipulator, and the manipulators found love or whatever. The narcissists that are just like, I'm gonna love on you, I'm gonna love you, bomb you harder. And but it's like somebody was astral traveling, and that's the down bad, is like they think it's an alien, or everybody. I think a lot of these people are astral traveling. They're just like chosen ones that are fallen. They're just like using their powers in a bad way and about to lose them. Or it's like, or they just don't know that's what they're doing. Like how they're kind of like, is that why they were like the Capulet Montague away or whatever? Is because like their astral traveling was getting out of hand or something, so they like beat them up to not use them or something. And so let's have a conversation with them and like explain how the rules, like what this is, like set them up to failure. So there's more narcissists involved here. So, side note, but point being, so down bad is like Romeo and Juliet are like astral traveling, or Juliet is Sam or something, and like the down bad is like, who is this alien that love bombed me and left? And she's just like waiting on the porch for like the aliens to come back, and then timeline jumping back into the past to like get messages to try to like fix things and give these messages. Was Taylor involved? Is one of these Taylor? What, Sagittarius? More King of Wands. I feel safer in groups of friends and colleagues and with family, having light conversations, drinking or partying. Yeah, I know that's how you got here, right? It's the tortoise and the hare. Like the tortoise, like without class in the Queen of Cups, but like got like so many lyrics at once. They're having friends over to drink nice wine, looking at people's windows. I think it's more astral traveling. In case you're at the table, they're trying to find Juliet, Romeo, basically. But okay, in a sense, like Queen of Cups is like, it's different for different people. I'll just like this is giving like, yeah, Taylor is she's the down bad one, looking at people's windows in case you're at the table. Juliet was going over some boundaries, and I think because she was trying to get she didn't even realize it. She's like derailing the ascension of the Queen of Cups. It's kind of, the gender to me is kind of confusing, but like the Emperor is, or, no, it's not. It's the fallen King of Cups is derailing the Queen of Cups, becoming the Empress, because they're like astral traveling and like leading him astray kind of thing, because they're still in that like, who's going to hold you like me kind of thing. So they're sabotaging, and they're working. It's like good and bad. Like sometimes they're like keeping them from their own devices, and it's like they're helping this Queen of Cups heal, but instead of like via intercession and prayer, which would enable them both to ascend, it's almost like she's sacrificing her own ascension to like use astral traveling and like manipulation. I think she's talking to their family is involved at some point. They're like weeding people out of this person's life. There's a sincere lack of boundaries, but it's like for his greater good. But it's like the greater good that like this fallen King of Cups determined. And drinking what he's thinking, and they're high because they're reading his thoughts about her and getting drunk on it, and then that becomes songs, and the songs he's listening to, there's some playlists were exchanged, probably to like hide it just so that like Capulets couldn't see or something. But that endless February turned into like when he stopped thinking about her, then she's not drunk anymore. And then it's like, then she turns into like the apothecary, like the replacements stuff or whatever. But it really is like, you just gotta like, whatever the modality is, like leave it up to God and the ancestors, you know? And maybe just like you just like pray to your ancestors or your spirit guides or that kind of thing, the universe, and focus on your own healing and pray for them and trust and leave it to that, because I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe a little bit. I think it didn't work out, or maybe it did. Maybe she have both of them. Maybe this King of Cups that everybody is judging is like, for some, they healed both of them by like astral traveling. They got one foot in the dark, one foot in the light, and they're like praying, but they're over here like doing too much. And maybe it's the ancestors too, are doing the body jumping thing or whatever, like getting you the information. You're like, how is this person saying something good to me? Because they're clearly karmic, but it's like some supernatural thing or whatever is happening. This down bad alien energy is like a thing, but it's just like, it's just a foreign thing. I don't know. I mean, there is some DNA stuff here that I'd like to know more about, but why is that? I mean, that is the boy who breaks his favorite toys, is like, she just likes the fact that he's playing with her, the sad part, it's a narcissistic thing or whatever. But they were best friends. For some, there's some like childhood connection, and I don't know if it was like a best friend astral travel situation, or like they passed on and then like the ghost like timeline jumped or something. Or it's a past life thing for some of you. And so it's just like, she's the favorite toy that's being broken, but like, she's like, and it's like with the reader. Maybe it's something else that we need to see more though. You know, I'll give the ancestors that out. Oh, send this down. Yeah, that Cyber Pentacle is about to take her. I'm gonna look that one up in my notes, because what's like the genius meaning of that? So I gave you the best years of my life or whatever, waiting for you to get yourself together. But I was sharing this, that same conversation, and I think that this Emperor is like some shit I didn't even realize. Like, I mean, this is we're talking about. This is the Jungle Book situation, right? You left me at the house by the